station. 105.3, 95.3, WDXE.
Yay, that's us, WDXE. It is time for the Keith Durham Hour.
Can
which is
you believe it?
Brought to you. Who is that guy? Brought to you by the QuickMart convenience stores.
Hey, how about that QuickMart convenience stores? We've got 6 locations right here in Lawrence County to serve you better.
6?
In fact, it's only 5, but we count Summertown.
Okay.
So the way we remember those things, we're next to greatness in Summertown. So when you're out in the parking lot in the Summertown QuickMart, you're looking right south at Lawrence County. So
Oh,
God's
really?
country, Rick. Yeah.
So the QuickMart in Summertown is not actually in Lawrence County.
It's in Mary County.
It's in Mary County.
It's
Okay.
in Mary County.
Well, how about
Mary
that?
County.
So
Well, listen, y'all need to hurry up and catch up because Dollar General store's got more than you.
Yeah, you're exactly right. So let me tell you where you can go get a great biscuit this morning.
Yes.
So you can go right next to God's Country in Summertown and get you a biscuit, or right in smack dab in the middle of the speed trap in Etheridge. We're right there on the west side of the road. We're catty corner from the Country Club right here in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, store number 20 on West Gain Street.
Yep.
Yes, you are.
All right, and then we're next to TSC, store number 30, right
That's
here in Lawrenceburg. That's
right
my
across
store.
from Laneyhurst Motors.
That's
Yeah.
across from Laney Hurst Motors.
And,
That is my store.
Hurst Hockey Removal Service. Or
Yeah,
whatever
in
you call it.
Laney Hurst Hockey Removal Services. Yeah, that's exactly right. And we're south of the new college right here in Lawrenceburg also. And
yeah,
we're
yeah.
across from the liquor store in Loretta. So come find us at one of your most convenient locations and get a biscuit today and fill it with gas.
Get you some liquor
Well,
and
you
a sun
can't-
drop to mix it with across the street.
You can't miss us.
You can't miss us. We're right in front of your face.
There you go.
In fact,
Did you get the one on the end of Springer Road?
Oh, I forgot about.
See?
We got 7 in.
Across from my church, QuickMart
Yeah, like-
number 6. I'm gonna be in trouble. How many? Let me count.
So
1,
how
2,
many is-
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
Look, guys, I've been away for 5 years.
Well,
It's actually, I said
that's
it,
the one right
I said
across
it
the
right
street from your
because we
church.
don't count Murray County. We
Oh,
don't
okay.
count Summertown.
All right.
But to me, they
7
count.
count.
you know.
Yeah.
Actually,
Everybody-
we do count.
everybody
We
is
consider that Lawrence County. It's in
Yeah.
our little group. So, and right across from my church, where you're welcome to come and be in Sunday school class with me and have worship service with me anywhere. That is on the corner of West Gaines or East Gaines and Springer Road.
How about them apples?
Not them apples.
Can't beat that with a big ugly stick.
No, today store number 30's got barbecue pork chops for lunch, and I'm telling you, if you hadn't
Now,
got them,
what's 30?
What's number 30?
Yeah.
y'all gonna have to learn these things. Store number 30 is right across from Laney Hurst Horse Hockey Services,
The one by TSC.
the one by
Yes.
TSC. It was the
And
one
it
where
had-
the
you-
monkey was in the bottom of the
That's
tree.
that's the side of the monkey side.
The monkey site.
That is the
Today's
monkey.
Monkey Day, by the way.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Let's do it a monkey.
So, that's pretty historic to have a store sitting on where a monkey was tied in the yard.
Yeah, it is actually.
World famous, locally renowned monkey.
You know what? I've had a bunch of people call me. There was a lot of other folks in town with monkeys too. Somebody said Otis Nippers. Somebody called me yesterday. or the day
I
before
heard
and
somebody
said,
else told me
Otis
that.
Nippers
I
had a
remember when he
monkey.
had one.
I don't know if I don't remember that, but I'm sure he did.
And his Sonny Osborne had monkey down there in his store.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah,
had some
yeah,
monkeys down
He
there.
had a hair pulling monkey. I'm telling you, that was a.
Yeah, well, yeah. Darby said he got his hat. He said he's been over and got his hat.
Oh, mate. So I need to. I'm going to write number 6 down here because I don't want to forget store number 6.
So where's the number 1?
It is in Town Creek, Alabama.
Okay.
It wasn't the first store.
Right, but
They
it just numbered that way.
yeah, they're just numbered that way.
Yeah.
So I don't have them all. I used to have them all memorized, but some of them had changed. Like when I worked there wasn't a 17, and now there is a 17, and things like that.
Filling in the blanks.
Is there a 13?
There is a 13. That's in Waynesboro. We're the beacon on the hill right there in downtown Waynesboro.
Yes,
is what
I
we
filled
to
up
call
there
it.
Oh, I know where that is.
Yeah.
They redid that store a few years ago.
Yeah.
That is, that's sort of the new flagship model of the QuickMart convenience stores.
Yeah.
Things going forward sort of look that way.
Yeah.
And learned a lot of lessons from that store.
good deal.
So moving forward.
Sweet.
Well,
hey,
good
what
deal.
about your cupcake sales? How'd they go?
I don't know.
Oh, really?
No, so if somebody out there knows, they need to text me or call me, and I'll let everybody know because 100% of the donations that you made to buy a cupcake for child advocacy is matched dollar for dollar, penny for penny
Yeah.
by the Edwards.
Yeah.
And it's just a great thing.
Yeah, I haven't heard, so I'm sure it done well.
Yeah, it does every year. And if you, I don't know if you guys knew this, but at several locations, I don't know if it's at every location because I haven't been there long enough to ask, but I know at our locations here in town, there's a giving pump. And so if you go to that pump and pump your gas, it doesn't cost you anything extra, but a portion of that fuel sale
I have
goes
seen
to
them.
child advocacy.
I have
that's
seen
good
them.
deal.
Mhm.
That's
So all you got to do is, if you want to give, all you do is get gas.
Yeah,
How about
And
that?
you're going to do that anyway.
Seems like it has like a purple thing on it. or
Yeah, it's sort of
something, don't it?
purplish. Yeah.
Perfect.
So you pick it out when you're pulling in.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Groovy.
So, okay. So if I want to send a message out to people, I enjoyed Lanny being here last week.
Oh yeah, he was a blast.
And I had a lot of calls. A lot of folks enjoyed Lanny. In fact, I've given Lanny an open invitation to come here anytime. So
He should.
yeah, and if you're listening and you want Lanny to be on the show, call Lanny and encourage him. He had to be somewhere today, or he would have been here.
Yeah,
but he had to be somewhere else today. And you know, Lanny goes way back with a lot of folks in town.
Oh, yeah. He knows a lot of stories.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We got to hear one of the stories off the air, which I hope he'll tell one day.
So he called me back and he said, you know how Lanny talks. He said, I didn't even tell you the best part of the story. So he said he forgot to do that. So
You know, I get so tickled. I've told him this, and he won't mind me saying this on the air, I don't think, but I figured out the secret to Lanny's success.
What is that?
In the trading car business a long time ago. See, now when you trade cars, you want to feel like you got a really good deal no matter what. You want to feel
That's
like
right.
that
You
you
gotta
got
win.
the best deal, you got to win. Well, Lanny has learned acting. And when you trade with Lanny, he acts like you took his last sandwich.
exactly right. He's
Oh,
not
I
eating
ain't
lunch
making
today.
it.
Hey, I ain't making-
We ain't hardly making nothing.
kids going to have to eat beans for a couple weeks
Don't have
now.
to eat beans. And see, but and I know, I'm just carrying on, but I love Lanny and always have, and I just get tickled with him sometimes.
Oh, I know. I do too. So, Lanny, if you're listening, you've got an open invitation. You don't have to be
Yes.
asked. Just come here and
Just
sit
show
down with a
up.
microphone. Show up to a microphone.
Show up.
Yeah.
Show up, come tell one story, and then you can leave.
Hey, look, we're going to be
Drive-by
talking about
storytelling.
Christmas today. I got some list of some
It's
Christmas
coming on
gifts.
down the line.
I'm telling you, was it a couple weeks away?
It ain't far.
You know, kids have to stay in school till almost right Christmas week this time, right?
Tuesday?
Tuesday.
This coming Tuesday?
This coming Tuesday? Well,
Yeah,
that's
they
not,
go a half a day, don't they?
What
I don't
day?
know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What day is that?
I don't know. Is it
Today's the
20th?
14th.
Is it the 20th? No, it'd be the 19th.
Hey, one of my buddies says
I don't know. I'm not going to say when school's going to be out because everybody be calling and say, "Hey,
That's
school's out."
right.
One of my buddies is text in and says, Kevin, by the way, another Kevin. He says, I think y'all have a tincture in your coffee.
I don't doubt that.
Well, you're talking about you drinking coffee.
You have a tincture in your coffee.
I'm using real sugar today. I wasn't.
Woo, you're going to be hopped up.
So they go half a day on Tuesday. That's the 19th.
Yeah. I think that's right. I think that's what my wife told me.
So they're off right close to a week.
Oh, man.
Didn't we get out before that though?
Are you sure?
I don't know.
And then they'll be
Now,
off.
when you was a kid, it just seemed like it's longer to
And
Christmas.
then they'll be
Yeah.
off until after the 1st, right?
I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, they'll be off
Yeah.
the
That week after, they're off.
week after.
Yeah, I'm not saying any dates.
Yeah.
Well, I know,
You
but
chicken.
I am a chicken.
But they're not gonna-
People will call you.
they're not going to be in school on the 1st. It's a holiday.
That's
which
right.
is-
If,
which
if this is all wrong, y'all call Keith.
So I guess they'll go. I don't know. I don't know the dates.
Okay, so what you can do is you go to lcss.us
Yes,
and
they have
the
a
calendar
little.
on
They have a
the
little
very front
calendar on
page.
there. You can get on there and look at it.
How about that?
Or
We don't have
pay
to know
attention to the
anything.
notes that's in your kids' backpacks.
So today's testing day, or at least it is at Kaufman. Yesterday and today is testing day.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really, what are they testing for?
I don't know, but I think it would. They do even and odd periods. So
So your boy's pretty excited.
I don't know. I don't know his class routine, so I
Oh.
can't tell you what he's testing.
Well, you popped in there like you knew something about it.
I mean, I did. He told me today. He said, well, today's the last day of testing.
So he can miss tomorrow then, huh?
Well, that's his mindset. Yeah.
Will Stockdale. Do you remember Will Stockdale?
No, I don't.
No Time for Sergeants.
Oh, yeah.
He took a test. It was a toothpaste test. He said that he failed.
Oh, I mean, how you fail a toothpaste test?
Well, to see,
what?
I don't remember the exact way they set it up.
Oh.
The way they set it up, but basically it was going. You test your teeth against the color, and then you brush for a while and see if your
Yeah.
teeth are whiter. He failed.
Oh, okay. I see now. I know what you're talking about.
Oh, I
goodness.
loved it. Where
Hey.
he rigged all the toilet seats. They'd all salute when they walked in there.
what about? Let's segue off the toothpaste a minute. I've got an article that I read
really?
this weekend.
Okay.
Have you guys ever heard of Smile Club?
Smile Club.
Yeah, the Smile
I
Direct.
have heard of Smile Club.
Smile Direct Club. It's
Smile
Is that,
Direct Club.
is that like a wholesale club you buy your teeth at?
No, it's
No,
a dentist chain.
Oh,
It sort of is, and what I think what they do is that, and I don't know because I've never been, but from the articles I've been reading is that it's an orthodontics place that most of your stuff is done online. I think you go for an initial consultation and they send you the braces or the things you put in your mouth.
Oh, okay.
And it straightens your teeth out.
Oh,
and
is that
stuff
so
what
it's like
that
the Invisalign kind
Yeah.
of a deal. Okay.
So they're headquartered in Nashville, Tennessee, but they went out of business. They filed bankruptcy and they shuttered the doors.
Uh-oh.
And so on their website, I went to their website and it's pretty informative. So
Really?
you guys got to and think about this because I'm going to ask you a question in just a minute.
Oh,
It
it's gonna
says
be
Smile Direct Club has made the incredibly difficult decision to wind down its global operations, not just in Nashville,
Global.
but all
Yes.
across the globe.
It's kind of like your show. It's global.
Yeah.
It is.
So they go on to say that we thank you for your interest, but aligner treatment is no longer available through our telehealth platform. So you visited your doctor over the telephone. So for existing customers, we apologize for the inconvenience, but customer care support is no longer available. Thank you for your support in letting us improve more than 2 million smiles. So they had 2 million satisfied
2 million
customers.
and they run out of business.
Yeah.
They actually use the line, "Thank you for your support."
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Is that a Cross Your Heart Brawl?
No. No, Bartles and James. Bartles and James TV commercials where they're wine coolers, the wine coolers.
I
and
didn't
thank
see
you.
that.
Bartles and Jack. You remember Bartles and
I
Jack?
do
Bartles
remember
and
that,
James,
but I don't.
And
Yeah.
thank you for your support.
Yeah,
They had
okay.
the
Two
Tudor
old
brothers.
guys in the overalls.
See, you had to have a catch line back then. The other one was I'll leave the light on for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll leave a light on
Was that
for you.
Bartles and James?
No, that was
That's Hotel 8, wasn't it?
Hotel 6.
Motel. Yeah,
Motel 8.
one of
That's
those.
six.
Tom Bodette.
That's
did
Tom
that.
Bodette. That's right.
Yeah, he.
I thought he had a restaurant chain.
What was
Well,
it?
he could
said
have.
Knew something. Had the mouth looked like he could start a chainsaw.
Tom Bodette.
All right, so listen to this, guys. Here's the questions that was on the Smile Direct, and it's probably still there today. If you go to Smile Direct, well, you'll have to Google that.
.com?
So I don't know. I'm not going to say because if you go to the wrong thing there, it could take you bad places.
Oh, so you've been there, huh?
It says I placed an order for Smile Direct aligners, but I have not yet received my aligners. What should I do? Unfortunately, aligner treatment is no longer available through the Smile Direct Club platform. All orders that have not yet shipped have been canceled at this time, and you will not receive your aligners.
So did they get their money back?
So that's a good question. So should I continue to conduct my 60-day check-ins? Is my treating doctor still available to complete my treatment? We apologize for the inconvenience, but aligner treatment is no longer available through the Smile Direct Club platform. If you wish to continue your treatment outside of our platform, please consult your treating doctor or your local dentist with any questions around future aligner treatment. All right. So is the lifetime guarantee still in place? No. Effective immediately, the lifetime Smile
That's simple.
guarantee no longer exists. All right. Well, the next question is, how do I ask for a refund? There will be more information to come once the bankruptcy process determines the next steps. So they got to go through the whole bankruptcy process before the refunds are determined. So listen to this. Here's the last question. I'm on the Smile Pay Plan.
Pay plan.
Pay plan. Thank you for the. My goodness.
I thought he was saying playpen.
Yeah.
Just about. I did say it twice. Okay, I'm on the Smile Pay Plan, which means you bought your stuff and you're making payments on them. Okay. All right.
I guess they still want you to make your payments.
Do I still need to make my payments? Smile Pay customers are expected to continue to make all monthly payments until
Yeah, I
all
bet I
payments
would.
have been made in full per the terms of the contract. So, something ain't right about that.
You know
Something
it,
ain't
yeah.
right. Something ain't
oh
right
my
about
goodness!
that.
So we ain't in business no more. But if
You
you don't
got-
care, just keep sending me money.
All right, you guys talk a few minutes. I'll be right back. I've got to get a tissue for my nose.
Well,
Hang on just
I
a
may
second.
have RSV. You got some?
you got the what?
What's going around? Not the RSV.
There you go.
Well, strep's going around in my house. We was
going
talking
around.
about that earlier.
No, I don't have that. I've been drinking coffee and it makes
With
my
your nose?
No, it makes my nose drip.
It tincture coffee. Probably got a little whiskey in there, don't
So
you?
there's something not right
That's
about
why
it.
you can't say pay plan.
To fix this up right, you have come up with a new segment.
Yeah.
The new segment is something ain't right.
Something
about
ain't
it.
right.
Something ain't right about that.
I like that.
I mean,
I like that.
so
Something
let me
ain't
ask
right
you
about
guys:
that.
do you guys agree with? So would you be making your payment if you got these
No,
aligners? Would you make your payment?
As you stated in that first thing, there's no longer any Smile Direct care or nothing. We're done.
So
Why would I keep paying for something that you can't do?
I'm not a legal guy, but they want you to make the payment via the terms of the contract. Well, is it not breach of contract for them
Right,
not
yeah.
to provide the service?
Exactly.
So,
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I
I'm
would
like you.
say-
I'm not a lawyer, but that would make sense.
so what about you, Jeff? If you wasn't receiving the service, would you pay?
I would sure fight not to pay.
All right, so let me ask you this. That seems ludicrous, doesn't it?
It does.
So why are we paying taxes? Oh, that took us somewhere we didn't think about.
Oh, look at you! Look at you go.
I don't.
Have we stopped getting what we pay? Oh, you don't?
I don't. I'm just kidding.
Jeff is a sovereign
I'm just
citizen.
kidding. If there's anybody from the IRS listening, I'm just kidding. That was,
It was
a joke.
Yeah, that's why he got all that big nice truck and stuff. He
we-
ain't paying no taxes.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Now, just think about what you've paid in federal taxes this year alone. And if you don't know, look at your pay.
A lot.
You look at your paycheck this
Well, not to
time.
mention, you taxed on that. Anything you buy, you're
Is
taxed
taxed on
on. Yeah. So
So-
you're taxed on the money when you get it. You're taxed on your money when you spend it.
Yeah.
So you're right.
And taxes go different places.
So you're just gonna quit paying yours?
If I follow my feelings on Smile Direct Club, then I shouldn't pay taxes because, to me, and I'm talking about federal taxes. I think local taxes are a different thing because I'm the ex-mayor. I can't say stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I have a whole spiel on that too about shopping at home, and I can't because I don't always shop at home, but it's important to.
It's
very
important to.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
So, anyway, when I think about, I'm one guy in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee versus the millions of people in America. And when I look what the federal government took from me last year as one person, you can do the same. And Kevin, you can do the same. Look
Yeah.
at what they took.
Oh,
from
I
you
know
as one
exactly
person.
what they took because I have to write a check for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't have it taken out of my paycheck. I have to write a check for it. So I know exactly what it is.
Exactly. And so, it seems like all they do is bicker between themselves, and it's not for us anymore.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's part of Ukraine now.
that's okay. I'm not going to, and I say that in a sense of.
I hope you say that in a joking sense. If you think it's okay.
Sense I'm not going to get in an argument about it.
I'm trying to figure out how I can make a lot of money and still not make a lot of money.
You got to have a lot of deductions. You got to have a lot of deductions. In fact, look, here's my tax guy calling right now.
What's he saying? You gonna put him live on the air?
No,
He
I'm not going to
said-
put him live on air.
he
He
said-
said, "Don't be talking about taxes. You don't know what you're talking about."
What I think is, I think he doesn't know I'm on the air. So, but that's okay.
Or he knows you're on the air and he tried to get you to shut up about it.
Oh yeah, he's like, shut up.
Can we know who your tax guy? Who is your tax? guy?
So, well, my wife does our personal taxes,
Okay.
but business tax, we have a guy named Solomon.
Okay.
And you know Solomon.
He knows you're on the air.
Yeah, he's probably calling.
He's calling to tell you
So I
something.
don't want to tell his name because I don't want people calling him because he
Okay.
doesn't do that for folks.
Okay.
He just does it for.
He's like-
he
You
works.
know,
for
Solomon was the wisest man who ever lived.
Exactly right. But he did have a lot of wives and concubines.
Well,
So, which I'm not saying I can't say is good or bad because I only have one,
yeah,
which is plenty.
clean.
And
Good answer.
good answer. It's just like being on Family Feud. It may if
Yeah,
it's,
good answer.
if even if it's the worst answer, it's the
That's
good
right.
answer.
Good answer. You got to support your teammates.
Name a food that goes with ice cream.
Ice
Some poor
cream.
dude, and some poor dude says, green beans.
Good answer. Good answer.
Steve Harvey's like, that's the worst answer I've ever heard. He's laughing for that. All right, so you guys aren't going to believe about our neighbors next door over here. Actually, 2 doors down. Isn't there a song about that? 2 doors down?
Yes, there is.
Or is it 3 doors down?
Dolly.
I think it's 3 doors. 2 doors will work out. Sing a little bit of it.
2 doors down.
2 doors down.
We're laughing and drinking and having
I
a
knew you knew
party.
it.
I'm not singing with you.
Come on, Jeff. This coffee has got me hyped up today.
It
So,
does. Yeah, that,
You didn't take
Anyway,
the
I
ADHD
told
medicine.
Box not to put too much in it. He did.
Boom.
so here is an article that I couldn't resist reading. You guys ever eat at McDonald's?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I'm one of those
Yeah.
guys.
Really?
Yes, take me to McDonald's. I
You
love
like
it.
McRib?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
I
man.
love when it's back. I,
don't
can't wait.
It's back now. You not seen the sign out there?
No, I didn't see the sign.
Had one yesterday.
I like the little breakfast burritos every once in a while.
Hey,
Oh,
those,
yeah.
yeah, they're good. They're
pretty
a little bit of sauce on there. Oh,
Oh, yeah, it's all good.
oh.
I don't know if they got anything I don't like. You know, they used to have the McDLT. I don't want to get off on a McDonald's commercial here, but they used to have a McDLT, and they left the meat side hot
Yeah.
and the cold side cold, and you had to put it together.
Had the little
I
styrofoam
remember that.
containers.
Yeah.
I remember that.
was a
I
good
don't
idea.
particularly care for their fries.
What?
Whoop.
That's like the best thing they've got. They're known for their French fries. Did you know that, Jeff?
They used to be known for their French fries.
What did they change in it?
They took the meat sauce out of it.
They used to be known for their French fries, and I'm not. I have friends that work at McDonald's, blah blah blah, and I love and I'm a customer. Get their coffee, love their coffee.
Yeah.
Hey,
But
I
their
bought
French
it-
fries, I'm sorry, they ruined their French fries. They used to be the fries that everybody wanted.
I'm still, I don't know.
Yeah, I
Well,
like them.
they're all right if you get them when they're right out of the doggone.
Yeah,
grease.
I'm with you on that. They got to be hot.
But when they start getting cold, they're like cardboard.
So, folks at McDonald's are thinking about that. So that's why this article intrigued me so much. So McDonald's is making, listen to this, more than 50 changes to its hamburger next year.
Well, how many what do you? How you get 50? 50? I can understand one or two changes, but 50 changes?
I mean,
What are you going to do 50 times different?
I don't know. Whatever happened to just mashing out the meat and putting it on the grill? I mean,
Yeah, well, I mean, of course they got
Does
to.
it have a list of the changes?
yeah,
they're
there's
making?
some of them. That's what I want to
Oh,
read to you.
okay. Let's
What
hear.
are they doing?
So if your McDonald's burger suddenly becomes extra tasty this year, that's not just a trick of your imagination. The fast food giant just announced it's making dozens of significant changes to its signature burgers, which will roll out in early 2024.
Gonna put bacon on it.
I don't listen to so. This came out this past April, so this is not really
it's-
current news. It's this year news. you know.
Okay. All
Well,
right.
have they implemented this yet?
No, some of it, yeah, on the East
Okay.
Coast. So there's on the West Coast, they're starting at California, moving this way. They're going to
Of
see if
course.
Californians like it or not,
Oh.
or if it meets their health standards, or what is it, Proposition 65? I think on a Big Mac now you got to have a Proposition 65 sticker on it. That some things in this are known.
Is
to
it
cause,
edible?
Yeah, some things in this are known to cause cancer or whatever. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen too. You might as well put it on everything. So, in April, McDonald's revealed plans for several upgrades to its signature burgers: the Big Mac, the McDouble, the classic cheeseburger, the double cheeseburger, and the hamburger. Have you ever eaten any one of those?
Yes.
I've eaten all of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
One time or the other.
the what?
One time or the other. Yeah, I've ate every one. Even the fish fillet.
So, what's the first thing that you would improve on the McDonald's hamburger? What's the first thing you would improve?
Bigger,
Bigger.
like it used to be.
Listen. That is not listed here.
Really?
Yeah, because bigger's less
Bigger's
profitable,
better.
I
Or is that
guess.
Wendy's?
I don't know. I don't know what commercial that is, do you? Have we gotten off track?
We have.
Let's see.
Just a little bit.
All right, so they're going to make these changes. Listen what the changes. They would include using softer buns toasted to a perfect golden brown. Are the buns toasted now?
I don't think so.
No.
Not on either. So they're going to have
Toast
softer
the buns.
Yep.
Toasty buns.
Here's what I like, because Scotty's used to do this. Scotty's used to do this.
What's that?
And I think Crystal's does this. They're going to cook the onions directly on the
Yes.
burger patties.
Yes, Crystals does that. Cooks them
Man,
with
that's
the
good stuff.
Yeah.
Do you like onions?
And they'll do it.
I like them. I like them sautéed. I don't like raw onions.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be a change. Be looking.
So they're going to use real onions, or they still using them dehydrated ones?
Listen, the article
No,
says
they have
they're
real
gonna-
onions over there.
Do they?
Yeah.
It used to be the dehydrated
The
ones.
Crystals has dehydrated.
Yeah, and they had to cook them on the bun to suck the juice out of the bun. Or
Yeah.
out of the,
No, get me wrong.
of
I'm
the
one of them
burger.
weird ones. I like the dehydrated onions.
I do too. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
I mean, I
Oh,
don't
man.
know.
Wait, yeah. Look at me. I mean, I don't turn much down.
I agree with that.
Well, thanks for agreeing with me.
So-
finally on something.
So they're going to have softer buns. They're going to cook onions directly on the burger patties, and ensuring that all cheese is perfectly melted. Now that's one of my pet peeves: is to get a burger or the fish sandwich over there, and the cheese isn't melted
Now, look.
perfectly.
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
tried the double fish sandwich? Double fillet fish sandwich?
No, I didn't know they had one.
Oh yeah, it's good.
A double fish sandwich.
I didn't know
Yes.
they had one either.
Double fish fillet sandwich. Ask for it by name.
All right, we don't want to send too many lunch customers
I'm
over
only
there.
I'm only a morning user of McDonald's. I don't really go other than that.
I go all hours of the day. And look, you think 2:30 is a good time to go because lunch is over
No.
and dinner's not quite there. It's still
No.
a line.
Okay.
So the cheese perfectly melted has two meanings to me. So a lot of times I get the cheese and it's not melted at all. I don't like that. I like my cheese melted.
They waited too long to put it on there, didn't they?
Yeah, but I also I'm weird about this. I like my cheese lined up with my burger. I don't like my burger to.
You don't like it slapped on there and hanging off one side.
I don't like
it
hanging off the side.
Well, I'm like that. If the sandwich is put together crooked, it just ruins the whole thing.
I agree. But I'm not a guy. I'm not the kind of guy that nitpicks my sandwich. Like just send me the sandwich. I'll pick off what I don't want if I don't want it.
Right.
But I get every time I get behind somebody, every single time I'm behind somebody and they've got number one, they're ordered. I got 18 orders.
They're all special orders.
Yeah, and they're all special orders. They want ketchup on bottom side of the bun, not the top side of the bun. It's just the craziest stuff that I go through.
One pickle in the shape of a pear. I need that on there.
Listen, if you want stuff like that and you want to have it your way, go to QuickMart. They'll do it for you right.
I heard they would.
There you go.
All right. Okay, so they're going to have to cook the onions directly on the burger patties and ensuring that all cheese is perfectly melted. So anyway, the article goes on and on, but I'm just sitting here thinking, how in the world can you make 50 changes?
I'm still, it's baffling me.
And then they detail their rollout plan that they're going to start in the West and then the Midwest, and they're going to come east of the Mississippi. So it may be a little bit longer before we get to taste those changes here.
I watched the movie about the creation of McDonald's and stuff, and it was all geared into being quick. So if you're going to do all this stuff, is that going to slow it down? Because that's I don't know if I can stand much slower.
So here's what I can say. Jeff, you're just not saying much this
Well,
morning.
I'm just amazed at us. We like it's fast food, and we want it faster.
Right.
We don't want it slowed
We
down.
want it faster.
I'll tell you, but you guys ever go to Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
All right, so Chick-fil-A's always got a long line.
Yep.
But it's
no matter what time.
It's the only restaurant though that I don't even consider the length of the line because it moves. They move it. They got it down pat.
They do. They
so,
do. Now they're
For
fast.
the most part.
Long line doesn't mean much there. So and they got double long line is what
Double
they got.
long lines, and they got people out on the parking lot
Yeah.
with their little pads. I mean, they're ahead of the game.
Yeah, I mean every time you say something, they say my pleasure, or of course.
They run a tight ship.
Yeah.
They do.
But now you may be going to tell this, but you can't just up and buy a franchise.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well,
I mean, sure, there have to be demographics involved somewhere.
well, there is, but I'm saying you can't just say I want to put a Chick-fil-A over there, and if you're gonna, they're all owner operated. You have to work in it.
Yeah. Waffle houses are the same way. So anybody listening who's ever called the mayor's office, why can't we have a Chick-fil-A or a Waffle House? You're hitting on the nail on the head right
Somebody
there. Somebody
has to be willing to actually, if you're going to put in one of a Chick-fil-A and own one, you have to work in it.
Yeah, and the big key element there is that they don't give them away.
No, they don't give them away.
You got to pay for it.
Yeah.
And then as you're operating, you got to keep on paying
Yeah,
for it.
I mean, if you have to take that on as a career, as a job, and the whole 9 yards, and I think I think it's reflected in how successful they've been too, because those restaurants are run, man. They're tight ship.
Oh yeah. So the article on McDonald's that I read was the writer of that article. I think it was Wall Street Journal that wrote that article. Said that they were doing it in response to the American Customer Satisfaction Index. And McDonald's has slipped down the list on the American Customer Satisfaction Index for fast food restaurants. In fact, I've got the top 25 here, and so it's just
The top 20. Who's at the top?
Chick-fil-A. Can you believe that?
I can believe it.
Chick-fil-A's at the top.
Yeah.
And so Johnny John's, I don't even know where Johnny John's is. But
Johnny Flaming, he's out there.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I said Jimmy John.
Jimmy John's.
Jimmy
Oh,
John's.
you know Jimmy John's.
They're subs type sandwiches,
Yeah.
right? Jimmy John's subs.
Is it?
John.
It's
Yeah.
it's Subway type stuff. Not
Fast.
Subway, but I mean it's sub sandwiches.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was trying to see how many things on the list we actually have here in town. Let's see. Fourth down the list is KFC, Yum Brands.
Yeah.
KFC. And I had that the other night. Papa John's. We don't have a Papa John's anymore.
No.
They're on the list. Domino's. We do have a
like Papa
Domino's.
John's. Yeah, we do.
Five Guys. We don't have Five Guys. One right down the road.
they're-
Oh my goodness.
They're good.
They're good, but you better like fries. Oh my goodness.
But their fries are good.
They're good, but you get a ton of them.
I mean, that's all you need, though. You have one guy get a combo, which includes a bag of fries and a
Right.
burger, and you have the other guy just get a burger. And,
right.
and when you
And
go
you
in
got-
there, get the junior size because,
Yes, I learned that the hard way.
yeah, get the junior size. Don't go in and get
I
the,
went in there like a
You guys.
gangbusters. I
Oh,
said,
you
give,
guys,
give me the big
You guys
one.
are lightweights. Go ahead and
Yes,
get the.
I am. I got that big son of a gun and got all them fries, and I'm like, oh, good Lord. Said, you spilt all these fries in my bag. He said, all right, you be all right.
You know what them fries? You know what makes the fries good down there is when you're there at the ketchup bar, the condiment bar, whatever. Put extra salt in that bag and shake it up.
Yep.
I'm
Oh,
telling
my
you,
gosh.
extra salt on those fries make them good.
Salt makes everything good.
Yeah, Five Guys is on that list. Right underneath Five Guys is Pizza Hut, Yum Brands. So I love Pizza Hut pizza. So they
I
always.
like their wings.
Oh yeah, that the what's it called the Cajun dry rub.
Oh, I ain't tried that.
Oh, that's the best wings in town.
I hadn't tried that.
Cajun dry rub wings from Pizza Hut is
Wing
the
Street.
best.
Yeah,
Wing
yeah,
Street
yeah.
Pizza Hut. They're very good.
I hadn't tried that.
On down the list, listen, Pizza Hut was above this, and you guys aren't going to believe it. Starbucks. Starbucks is about middle of the road here.
I'm not a Starbucks fan.
I've been once or twice, and I don't like the taste of their coffee.
I'm not a Starbucks fan either.
I'm not either.
I'm really not.
So, and then my daughter's like, "Stop the car! Stop the car!" I'm like, "What's going on?" We just passed the Starbucks, and she's,
I think
so
I think it's more of a what am I saying?
Generational.
A generational and a
Yeah.
faddish type thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
To have a Starbucks cup, in
yeah,
your
you
hand.
got to have
So
design.
does she
You
get
know.
she get coffee?
Yeah,
Because my group
she
we
gets
go to
cold,
Starbucks.
She gets cold coffee, iced coffee.
yeah, but
Stuff
they,
like
they never they get these strawberry chiller or whatever. So they're never coffee,
Yeah.
You ever seen
and they're like like $10 a piece.
You ever seen Jim Gaffigan? You know what I'm talking about?
No,
the
I don't.
comedian.
Yes.
Jim Gaffigan. He talks about ordering
Galifianakis.
Gaffigan.
Gaffigan,
I don't know.
Gaffigan.
the albino looking
He
guy.
ta-
Oh no, I
He
don't.
talks about being behind somebody at the Starbucks ordering coffee, and they want he starts naming off how they do it, blah blah blah, and they have all these particulars that they want, such and such coffee, have skim milk, blah 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 blah, and no coffee,
Oh really?
and no coffee.
So, true story. True story. We're on our way to the beach one day, and we stop in Prattville, and there's a Starbucks there, and of course you got to talk your kids into these things, And so, hey, if we pull over and let Daddy go to the bathroom, we'll get Starbucks, stuff like that. You got to do those things, and so Gina is in the back seat, and she's yelling this foreign language over my shoulder about what we're at the window ordering. And I said, "What?" And the guy says, "I heard her." And I said, "Whew."
So I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
Glad you understood her.
So anyway, that's, I don't even know how they name that stuff. They've all got like,
Yeah, that's like
20
slang words. For
Yeah,
stuff.
it's crazy. So underneath, where did we get Starbucks? Arby's. Now Arby's is right underneath Starbucks, and then Dunkin'. We got Dunkin' in town.
Yeah.
Panda Express. We don't have a Panda Express. Burger King right next door. Burger King, Panera Bread, Chipotle, Dairy Queen. We got Dairy Queen.
I have a pet peeve about Burger King here.
What?
What?
They won't fix their sign.
Well, Jeff, when they say "have it your way," they mean the food, not the sign.
Well, that sign, have you noticed?
Yeah, it's got the little LED sideways. That's
Yeah.
how I know where I'm at.
It's that sign.
get lost if
that,
they fix
that
it.
sign hasn't been fixed in what, 2 years?
The
Well,
wind.
yeah.
I think the wind blew it down, right?
The wind blew one side off of it, and then we had another storm and blew the other side.
But you're
off
right.
of it.
The it
If
does.
I was in charge of the city,
All right, slow down. Let's hear this.
if I was in charge of
here
the
we go.
city, it looks like the city codes people who monitor those kind of things would say, "Look, that's
Oh,
an
is there-
eyesore.
That's exactly right.
That's
there-
an
is there-
eyesore. Then that needs to be corrected."
Listen, and I will go a step further. Blake Lay, if you're listening to this show, if Blake, you're not listening to this show, somebody get Blake's attention, or I will call the mayor myself. Somebody just needs to make a call to the parent company.
Look, that's an eyesore going through our town.
That's exactly right.
You
I
know.
mean, it makes the Golden Arches look horrible.
Yeah.
Because
The Golden Arches.
Yeah, there's a certain perspective where the broken Burger King sign is the McDonald's sign is sitting right on top of it like it's hatching an egg or something.
Somebody posted and I saw this just the last day or two. A buddy of mine posted a picture on Facebook of a McDonald's that was on fire. It was burning.
Really?
And And the caption says, "And my fries are still cold."
I thought you were going to say, finally, flame broiled.
So, but you know what? Have you ever had to go to McDonald's and wait on fries during? Look, somebody needs to put a sign on the wall. It's lunchtime. Drop the fries.
Yeah.
Keep
Yeah,
the
just
fries.
keep them
them dropped. Even though
And
Jeff might not get them.
I know it's a running joke with McDonald's, but the ice cream machine.
It's always
broken.
Ice cream machine's always
Yep.
broken.
Well, it's because if it is running, man, they run it all the time.
They sell ice
Yeah.
cream all the time. That'd be crazy, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Be almost like you're a Dairy Queen. Somebody ought to start a business up
They
like that.
started to turn your stuff upside down.
Somebody ought to start a business selling ice cream.
There needs to be a backup ice cream machine.
We do need, Jeff, and you may have some insight on this. We do need a place where we can walk in and get hand dipped ice cream and enjoy.
I can tell you exactly where you can
All right.
right now.
Where.
Red Hill Market.
Yep.
All right, so that's not in the middle of the square, though.
Well, no, but it ain't
What
far.
about, but you have any scoop on the old Ledbetters for
I
us?
do. I know all about it.
Can you not say anything about it?
His name's on a big old poster on the side.
Yeah, I know, but I need the ice cream.
I know all about
You
it.
want the ice cream?
They have some plans for that. I don't think they're 100% sure exactly how it's going to fall out yet. But they were there working yesterday.
You know, Aubrey might have the strongest forearms in Lawrenceburg because she dipped that ice cream out of there for years. It's like lifting weights. So, anyway, I won't finish out the list. There's a couple more on the list, but McDonald's is at the very
Okay, that's what I was going to
bottom
ask you.
of
So,
the
where
list.
does McDonald's place that on?
Dead last.
But it doesn't say what affects customer satisfaction or not.
Yeah,
Oh, does
but it does,
Oh,
and I don't think our listeners might be interested in that, but
Well, I mean, I'm wondering food quality or anything like that. is part
accuracy of the food order, and then here's what's and it totally bypasses me is that the second and third things have to do with the mobile app, whether the mobile app is the quality of the mobile app and the reliability of the mobile app. Do you guys use the mobile app at McDonald's?
I don't.
I do, and it works.
Really?
But here's the deal: it works in the same amount of time as it would take you to go through the line.
Oh,
But you're supposed to get some discounts and stuff when you do that.
Oh, you do. Yeah, there's great discounts on there.
Well, I need to start doing
Yeah.
because I do go in the mornings, so I probably should use it.
So what you do
and
is
they
you
ask me every morning, knowing that I don't, but they ask me every morning, will you be
So,
using your mobile app today?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I have to ask
so
them every day.
So it's not like you order it and you pull over there to the side and they bring it out to you.
there's a couple ways you can. They got
Okay.
they got a couple parking spots.
Because I thought, why would you mobile app and then get in line? I didn't understand that.
Well, you can. You can.
Well, I know because I'm like him. They ask me every time. Are you using your
but
mobile
what you
app?
can do, but what I was talking about is if you use your mobile app and you park over in one of those spaces, and then you see the white car go by that you would have been behind anyway.
Right, yeah.
You know.
Okay.
Well, I could have just.
Oh, I thought you meant you were getting in line too.
You mentioned getting your order right. That's one of the things that's a pet peeve of mine.
Yeah.
When it's not, and it's happened to me recently. Not there, not there, not at McDonald's. But anyway,
Well, I started saying I don't.
couple of different times. I'm like, well, why can they not get? Anyway, but I'll tell you an old story right quick. I used to get a certain thing at a drive-through many years ago, and I would always say no onions, and every time they'd chunk it full of onions.
Yeah.
And I was like, so I really went through this particular time, and I said, look, no onions, please. Don't want any onions in it. And I mean like 3 times.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. No onions. We got you. When I went to the window and picked it up, no onions in this, right? No onions, sir. No onions. Well, I get to where I'm in a hurry and I take off with it. I get to where I am. It's chock full of onions. So I get mad.
Yeah.
And actually drive back with my sack. And the person who waited on me happened to be sitting all the way out front at the tables out front. And I stuck the sack up and I said, y'all put onions in it. She said, I can't help you right now. I'm on break.
Oh, me. Let's put things in perspective.
Yeah,
I'm not currently.
I'm on a popcorn break. Can't you
So-
see that?
So, so I determined at that point that I just wasn't that important.
Oh me.
I'm just not that important.
Well, I'm trying to see if nobody texted me anything important yet. So my phone went off twice, and I thought it might be.
Well,
I understand.
So
I understand.
All right.
Unbelievable.
We haven't even got to the Christmas list yet.
Well, we got to get to it.
And we may not, but who knows? Yeah, we got to get to that.
Oh, yeah. Still got 15 minutes. So well, I don't know about that clock. We may have
that
10
clock,
minutes.
we may
that
have
clock,
like 10 minutes running, you know.
According to the real clock, we got 15 minutes.
Okay.
So let me finish out the article here. So rated next to the quality of the mobile app and the reliability of the mobile app is the beverage quality, taste, and temperature.
Yeah.
Beverage quality. I don't know that I'm.
Yeah.
So
I don't have no trouble with that.
courtesy and helpfulness of the wait staff. Now that does come into
makes
play.
a big difference.
Yeah, it does come into play.
And for the most part around here, we got friendly folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
I would agree with that.
And as far as McDonald's,
I'm talking about
I
any
don't
of
know
them.
that I've ever had a wrong order. They're pretty good about that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure they got a lot of checks and stuff on that.
Oh yeah. Well, you got a number. Like when you come in there, this order has a number and the ticket has a number, and it's a big
Right.
screen back there, and it's a big deal.
Yeah, and by the way, what I was talking about did not happen at McDonald's.
Well, good.
What did it have, man?
They have tacos.
You got a burger at a taco place?
No. He asked me where did it happen. I said they have tacos.
Oh, okay.
So you can guess where it is.
I have no clue.
Well, Taco Bell. For
They don't
heaven's
have
sake.
burgers at Taco Bell.
No, he asked me about where the event happened, where the no onions thing happened.
No, yeah.
Oh, I was the whole time I was thinking.
Listen, there really is space between his ears.
Hey, you ain't gonna believe this, but you can get onions on other stuff.
Okay, I understand that now. But
Okay.
the whole time we
You
were
thought we were talking about a sandwich, huh?
Yeah, I thought you was talking about hamburgers on an onion. I mean, onions on a hamburger. Listen, I'm going
No,
home.
I was
This
trying.
day's
I
over
was
for me.
trying. I was trying not to reveal where it happened.
Oh, I understand that.
So you
But
made
it
him
was
do
it was burrito. It was a bean burrito. You used to get a bean burrito.
Yeah. And hey, listen, Jeff, they're awesome with onions. They're good. Try it. Don't knock it till you try it.
And that ain't something you can just pick your onions off of.
No.
You know?
It makes
It's
a mess.
in there, yeah.
Yeah. It gets mixed in with the refried beans, and I can't talk this morning. Refried beans. Anyway, I think
That sugar is.
somebody
got you.
put some in the coffee pot. Is what it
Hey,
was.
well, he said Lonnie was up there and put a little bit in it.
What about Lonnie?
Yeah.
Next week we'll do the famous movie lines. So you guys go back and do your research on famous movie lines. So we
There's
can't
a
respond.
lot of funny, famous movies.
We can't respond to each other next week without first quoting a famous movie line.
Oh my gosh, that's a challenge. But not much.
And you can use the same one over and over. My favorite one is, if you guys don't shut up, I'm going to go
I'm
out
just
of my
going to tell you
mind.
this right now, Keith. What we have been having here is a failure to communicate.
That's exactly right. Listen, the problem is my new job is all about communications. I am the communicator. And
I think that just went.
Yeah.
I don't know.
yeah, I didn't listen to that. And that was a movie line.
Yeah.
Okay, you got it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I got it.
Making sure you got it.
See, I had to
Remind me when we get home. I'm going to punch your mama
right in the mouth.
right in the mouth. Because there ain't no way that you are from my loins.
Hold up on that car wash, boys. I got more to say over here.
We should have never mentioned the movie lines.
Oh, my goodness. We're going to forget about the rest of the food survey. And
Yeah.
Listen, we don't want the food survey no more.
that thing was boring.
You can't talk
What
anyway,
about,
so it's
let's
all
go.
right.
Let's go to the Christmas.
So
list.
before we go to the Christmas list, we did some talking last week about Christmas presents that are made in America. Did you know that through my research, extensive research over the internet, and Google as my source, and primarily Google AI services as my provider of knowledge, I have learned that 98.5%, 98.5 is what it responded back.
Uh-oh.
Percent of toys sold in America to children at Christmas are not made in America.
Or not.
No, I can
maybe.
believe that.
They're made overseas.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Somebody.
I don't know if they were calling for us or not, but anyway, the line's open if someone does want to talk to us.
Yeah.
766
If anybody wants to
939.
break into the chaos that's
Yeah,
going on here.
that doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, those toys. I mean,
So there's two things. There's two iconic toys that I was able to find. Listen, I did about 3 days worth of research. I can't say that because I get paid to do something else.
You done on your
I
own
did some
time,
research on my free time.
Yeah.
To
There you
figure out some iconic Christmas toys that are still made in America.
Yes.
And I found two. And do you know what they are? You want to guess what they are? You want me to just tell you what they are and then have
Tell us
comments
what
on
they
it?
are.
Yeah.
First one is a slinky.
Oh, okay.
Slinkies are still made in America.
Does kids still like Slinkies?
You know, I don't know.
Because it's not no video game or nothing.
Did your kids ever ask for Slinkies?
I bought Slinkies this year
Are you serious?
for some kids.
The
yes.
real Slinkies or
The real
imitation Slinkies?
The real Slinkies. I bought some this year.
Plastic or metal?
Metal.
Okay, good.
There you go.
Hey, good morning. You're on WDXE
Gotta
with
get
us.
the tetanus shot.
Yes. Do y'all draw for the birthday club anymore?
Well, hun, we don't. We don't. We just wish happy birthdays.
Oh, okay then. Thank you.
Well, she might have had somebody's birthday. We
Well-
could have wished them.
Yeah. Well, if you are having a birthday today, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Taylor Swift's birthday was this week. I got to read that on the news.
Well, congratulations, Taylor.
Yeah.
No, we have our back door neighbors are Amish,
Okay.
and they have 5 little girls.
Yeah.
And trying to buy something for the Amish little kids is a little bit difficult.
It is.
in today's toy world.
Yeah.
But I got them some Play-Doh.
Oh, hey, listen, that was number 2.
I got 'em
Play-Doh
some-
is.
I got 'em
Hey, oh,
some,
really?
I got them some Play-Doh and some Slinkies.
Well, you bought 2 made in America. Okay.
See there?
So it depends, though. Play-Doh does have a manufacturing facility in,
Yeah.
of all places, Massachusetts. So they make Play-Doh up there, and it's made for the American market, but not all Play-Doh sold in America is made in America. So you need to look on the cans and make sure it's made in USA. And you have the
What about Silly Putty?
Silly Putty. I don't know. I didn't see Silly Putty.
Hey, good morning. You're on WDXE with us. Hello, hello.
There's somebody want a birthday club.
That's right. Hey.
So we'll wish you happy birthday. We don't mind.
Yeah.
We don't mind a bit.
So the guy that made the Slinky, I forgot what his name was. Maybe James was his last name. Might have been his first name.
Yeah.
But the article said that he ran off to Bolivia and joined a cult. So
Really?
yeah. So you got to look that up and do some research on your own. I thought that's pretty.
But Slinky was something. He was making something else, wasn't he? And
Well, he
it
was,
off product. And
Yeah, he was an engineer for the Navy, and he had a tension or some type of spring that he dropped on the ground, and it kept moving, and that gave him the idea for the Slinky.
right. Okay. Yeah.
How
I knew it was
about
something
that?
like that.
Yeah.
about
And you know,
that?
there's 60 feet of steel in a Slinky.
60 feet.
Yeah. Did you ever stretch it? Did you stretch it out before you gave it to
Oh,
Amish?
no. I used to have them. Listen, I used to want them as a kid.
Yeah.
We had, I remember the TV commercials and
Yeah.
everything.
Walks downstairs, a loner in pairs, and makes the slinkity sound.
Slinky, Slinky.
And then they
Fun
had
for
the
a
little
boy and a
slinky
girl.
pets. You remember the little slinky pets that had little winger,
Yeah.
little
Yeah,
winger
little
dog,
winger dog.
all the wheels and
Yeah.
all that.
So you're hitting at the other iconic Christmas gift. And have you guys ever given this or had it given to
A
you?
dog?
No, a chia pet.
No.
Chia.
Hey,
I came this close to buying one the other day to wrap up to give to Daniel.
oh, they got some great chia pets now.
Yeah.
They had a Willie Nelson one.
Oh, really? Oh, I saw
Did
that.
you see the
I
Willie
did see
Nelson
that
one?
Yes.
I ain't seen that.
The Willie Nelson chia
So is
pet.
it beard and stuff, or just his
It
hair?
was his hair, the ponytails come down.
So in my research, I didn't know. You know, I'm pretty dumb on stuff. But when I read,
Well, we still like you.
yeah, that's okay. You know, my dumbness is part of my character, I guess, most of my character. But
As far as you know.
I didn't know that. I thought chia was just a name they gave it. Chia is the stuff that grows out of it.
Yeah.
They give you chia
That's
seeds,
the plant.
and you can eat that.
No, I did not know that.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can.
think I knew that.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to say something poisonous.
I
So
guess,
so
okay.
chia, they say you just cut it off and put it on sandwich or sprinkle it over your soup or however.
What's
you-
it taste like?
I don't know. I've never ate it,
Oh.
but I would say
You're
it
talking
tastes
all
sort of
right.
like chia.
We could have
Oh, just like
we could
chia,
have a
I bet.
cilantro pit.
Yeah, you could.
A cilantro pit.
Well, we ought to all grow a chia pet, and then have a chia sandwich. I didn't know you could eat it. That was news to me. That was
Yeah.
probably the most intriguing thing on the article. So, you know, Jonathan. Oh my goodness! If you're listening, I do work.
Well, listen,
lunch
you have,
breaks are
you
very
have to do
productive.
research for the show.
Yeah, all I can say is my lunch breaks are really productive.
There you go.
There you go.
Anyway, so I went down and I thought, well, I wonder what the most iconic Christmas gifts per decade was. And you can look this up on the internet.
really?
So I've got them from every decade, from the 1910s all the way to the 2020s.
I can't imagine 1910s.
You can't imagine what they had for Christmas?
Yeah, I mean, an orange.
No.
Oh.
Well, I'm talking about the decade from 1910 to 1920.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's 3 of the most popular Christmas gifts back
Okay,
there.
so it was more than one.
Was a
ice
rocking,
skates or roller skates?
neither one.
Neither one. Okay.
Rocking horse.
Rocking.
I mean, this was when toys were really toys,
Right, yeah.
Somebody had to make that.
1910s, you didn't have a China pushing out a bunch of plastic junk and stuff. So
That's right.
you
There wasn't even plastic at that time.
right, yeah. So, maybe a stick.
Back in those days, toys would hurt you. I mean, in
Oh,
today's
yeah.
standards,
Yeah,
they couldn't sell it.
Oh,
'cause
them
somebody
old,
could get hurt with that.
Yeah, metal toys and little stamped out cars.
Yeah, I mean,
was that in the 10s?
This was a rocking horse that really bit. So, I mean,
I thought maybe played Kiss music or
Rocking
something.
horse
I didn't
that
know.
kicked like a mule.
yeah. Raggedy Ann dolls were big
Okay,
back,
yeah, I can see
back
that.
in the
Yeah.
1910s.
Ouija boards.
And I guess Lionel Trains came out. 1915, Lionel Trains came out.
Really?
Yeah, and obviously they had the technology for that because I don't know if you guys know this, but I tinker on watches.
Yeah.
And I had a lady at church the other day bring me a watch, and she said, "Hey, I heard you said you tinker on watches, and I want to give you this." Well, it was a 1914 model made by Illinois Watch Company, made for the Washington Watch Company, and sold in Montgomery
Wow.
Ward. And anyway, it's running now, and I'm going to give that back to her. But if you open that watch up and look at, there's stuff in there you say, how in the world did they manufacture that back then? And a lot of those watches are made in the mid 1800s, and they have the tiniest. You got to have a microscope or a huge magnifying glass just to see the screws in it. It's unbelievable.
Wow.
And you think, wow, they had that technology even way back then. So yeah, they had the technology for electric trains and Lionel trains, and I'd like to see one from back then. To be honest with
I figured they had some little Oompa Loompas that made on them or something.
you, Oompa Loompas, they came a little bit later on.
Loompas.
They may have been timeless people. They're probably still around. I wonder if those guys that played Oompa Loompas still have the costumes.
Probably.
I'd say so.
Think they're still alive?
I saw Pawn Stars go out and he made he bought the Everlasting Gobstopper, and
How much you get for it?
I don't know. You have to watch the episode. And he bought some. I take it back. I don't think he bought it. I think he wanted $1 million for the Gobstopper.
And he didn't buy it.
didn't buy it, but he bought some of the golden tickets. They did have some of the golden tickets.
How cool.
But if they'd had an Oompa Loompa uniform right there, you couldn't pass up on that.
No.
You got to have that.
Got to have that.
So,
What else?
our 1920s. And I had one of these growing up. So this shows how timeless a gift can be. 1920s. The number one gift at Christmas that kids wanted was a radio flyer wagon. Did you ever have a radio flyer wagon?
Yeah.
Man, there was so much you could do with that wagon.
They went
Man,
on. They did when they went on for decades.
Yeah, they did.
Many decades.
I mean, you can still buy them
You can still
today.
get them now.
Yeah.
Radio flyers.
And with the fence on it,
Yeah.
they thought of what we needed back then.
Yeah. Not falling out of the
mine
wagon.
didn't have a fence on it, but they got them these days.
Yeah, that's what CJ. She's got one with the fence.
So the yo-yo was the big thing in the late 20s.
yeah.
The yo-yo came out, and man, they yo-yos was big. And here's something I've never heard of: a joy buzzer.
Is that the
Maybe a shake your hand
Yeah,
and a buzz
shake
your
your
hand.
hand,
yeah.
Yeah, a little buzzer thing. So anyway, the 1930s, and right in the middle of the Depression, Monopoly came out. So I guess if you didn't have any money during Depression, you had to play like you had
You
money.
play fake money.
So
If you had no money, how'd you buy the Monopoly game?
and Army men were big. I had a lot of Army men as Christmas
man.
presents throughout the. Did you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we were talking about the Army men just the other day. I was with Rick Lanning.
Yeah.
We were down on the square looking at some property, and we were talking about the old Coon store that used to be there. And they had the upstairs with the toys. And we were talking about how they had those Army men that were that big. We were talking about those big
Oh,
Army
I never saw that.
Oh, man, there were had some big Army men.
Well, listen, we're going to have to carry on this conversation next week because we're out of time, are we not?
Well, pretty close.
I thought it was.
Yeah, we're getting close.
I was fixing to say,
We
you're.
we're about we got about a minute.
Got about a minute. Okay, so we got time.
Got
for
about a
one more
minute to
then.
wrap up everything.
All right, so 1940s. Guess what the best gift in the 40s was?
Red Ryder BB gun.
Red
Yeah.
Ryder BB gun.
Yeah, Red Ryder
Just
BB
shoot
gun.
your eye out, kid.
Yeah, that
You're gonna
was
shoot
it.
your eye out, kid. You want to do some more movie lines from them?
That's what I got to take a while ago.
It's an award.
Yeah, that's right. Fragile. Oh.
I love the Bumpus Hounds. The Bumpus Hounds. I wait for it every time.
Yeah,
And when he gets he shuts the ear up in the door.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. I wait for that every time.
And what makes it funny is we lived through a lot of that. And
Oh yeah.
I mean, he wrestled that coal stove down in
Yeah.
the basement.
Dad coming up the step. I love it.
Oh,
Good
mate.
stuff.
But the sadly to say, and I reported this last week, and I'll report it again this week, so that people that didn't watch last week or listen last week, the Red Ryder BB gun is no longer made in the USA.
I could not believe that.
It's made in Malaysia.
Yeah. Well,
So-
I've got 2 or 3 of the things. I've got one that probably was a USA made, and he's probably listing. A gentleman gave it to me to give to Daniel.
Okay.
And I've got an old one.
So whenever you're at auctions, it might be a good thing, and you probably already do this, to say, hey, this was made in USA. Not only just toys, but everything. But I'm more interested in things that are made in USA than anywhere else. And I might give a little bit more.
Well, wrap this hour up from the QuickMart stores.
Wrap this hour up. So I stand corrected. There's 7 local QuickMart stores here because we do count Summertown in this area. And if you haven't already got your biscuit or your cup of coffee today, and if they're out of regular coffee, try the Making Me Crazy. That's some pretty good coffee. Put a little cream in it and head down the road. You'll be as crazy as I am this morning. Anyway.
Have fun, guys. I'll see you next week.
See
Good
ya.
Lord willing, okay?
Yes.
Bye, guys.